How many times have you women had a male friend or a partner or a family member who eats way more than you, exercises very less, and still manages to lose weight very quickly or gets leaner in no time? I have been there too, and there is a reason for that. Let's have a look at that today. I am Apurva Joshi, a foodie and a clinical nutritionist. You are watching a video by Unbox Nutrition. I am going to be posting one useful thing for women every day for this whole week leading to Women's Day. Now, all of us women have looked at a man at some point in life and wondered that how do they achieve way faster weight loss and get leaner quickly as compared to us when we eat the same things or lesser things or even exercise more than them. Now, the reason for all of that is that women are not small men. Female bodies are built very differently as compared to male bodies. Therefore, some recommendations related to diet and exercise that work very well for men may not work the same way for women. Therefore, for two machines that are built separately, it is very unfair to expect the same kind of results from both of them. Now, what are these differences which vary the results so much? Let's have a look at them. The first difference is that males have more muscle mass and less fat percentage as compared to females. Considering that females have more fat in the breasts and in reproductive organs, it is completely acceptable. Also, men have higher testosterone levels, which makes it easier for them to put on more muscle mass, whereas females typically have low testosterone levels, which makes it slightly harder than men to put on more muscle mass. Now, what this means is, with higher muscle mass, a male body can burn more calories at rest as compared to a female body. So, if we take a typical man of 70 kgs and a typical woman of 70 kgs and give them both the same kind of food and the same kind of exercise, the man is more likely to get leaner quicker than the woman. Now, does that mean that us ladies have no hope at all? That's not true. So, if you want to improve your muscle mass, the two ways in which you can do this is, first is to include strength building exercises in your routine. Now, these are the exercises that are going to put some load on your muscles and force them to grow. Also, the second thing to do is, if you don't back it up with the correct nutrition, you are not going to fuel your muscles enough to make them grow. So, definitely plan your nutrition well while you are doing your strength training. The second major difference is that males are more likely to store their caloric intake as muscle mass and usable energy reserves, whereas females are more likely to store it as fat. So, a man and a woman both at the same weight, eating the same kind of things, doing the same kind of exercise, still the man is building muscle whereas the woman is putting on fat. Now, how do we counteract that? So, if you don't want to put on too much fat, then make sure that every meal is balanced in terms of the vegetables, good quality proteins and complex carbohydrates which make you full without having to overeat. The third major difference is that males have denser and stronger bones as compared to females. Now, females in general might have weaker bones, but specifically after menopause, the bone health gets even worse. So, what can we do about that? The first thing to do is, irrespective of which age you are at, do include some strength building exercises. Now, these exercises put a little more load on your bones, which forces the bones to get stronger to be capable enough to handle these particular loads. And the second thing to do is to make sure that you consume adequate amount of vitamin D and calcium to support your bone health. Now, if you are a woman in the perimenopause phase or postmenopausal, then make sure that you test your bone density every year. The next difference is that males have wider waists but narrower hips as compared to females. Now, females are built in a way that they have wider hips because they need to give birth to infants who might have large skulls as well without any issues. So, if you are wondering what to do about the wide hips, do not do anything about them and just flaunt them because this is not an issue at all. And the last difference is that women have a higher prevalence of pain-related diseases and autoimmune diseases as well. Also, women tend to report more long-lasting pain and even a wider range of pain. So, if you think that you are in pain more often than men, it is not because you are weak, it is just because you are built differently. So, that does not mean that you need to ignore your pain, it just means that you need to not ignore your health as often, and we need to look after our health better. Now, all of these differences may exist, but that by no way means that women are unhealthier than men. Our bodies do respond differently to different changes as compared to men. So what we need to do is just change our expectations to not match them up to the level of male bodies. We don't need to follow what works for a male body, but we just need to figure out what works for our bodies and enjoy that. On that note, Let's take a pledge to prioritize our health over everything else from today. We are going to see each other in the next video, which will cover yet another aspect of women's health. To stay tuned to that, please hit the follow or subscribe button. And if you have any topics in mind that you would like me to cover, please drop them in the comments below.